Hello book nerds who own computers. I'm Summer from Silver-Eyed-Fangirl. Please excuse the glasses. No, I'm not trying to be a hipster and I'm not doing that geek chic. These are my actual glasses and I have a headache today, just like here, and I wear these when I've got a headache or forgot to put my contacts in, or things like that. Yeah. So today is February book haul, and again I bought too many books. Next month is definitely a book buying ban month, guys. No books for me next month. So let's get started. First off, I'm going to start with the series that I got. I've got full series, so I'm going to start off with them. First off, I got, finally, the Mortal Instruments series. Yay! I have these in ebook form, and that's all I've got them in. So a few days ago, my mum bought me them in paperback. Yay! Next, they're over there, and I don't really want to pick them up and bring them all the way over here. I got the full Harry Potter series from Philosopher's Stone to the Deathly Hallows, and I also got Fantastical Beasts and Where to Find Them. I also got Quidditch Through the Ages, and I got Tales of Beedle the Bard. Next, I got the full Vampire Academy series. The movie is coming out next month across here, I think. And I got the books because I started reading the first one at school one time and I never finished it. Next up, I got some Sherlock Holmes books, but they're very special because they've got the Sherlock TV show covers on them. And I had to get these, even though I've got the full collection of Sherlock Holmes stories, I had to get these because they've got Benedict on and Martin. I also got these Lord of the Rings books, and they come in this gorgeous cover type thing, and they're all the original covers, not movie covers. Next, I heard about this book from my mum, so I bought this at a charity shop that I went to a couple of days ago. I got Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Next, I got the Delirium series by Lauren Oliver, and it's basically about a world where love is a disease, I think. It's been recommended to me a lot, and these covers are quite gorgeous and simple. Next up, I got Daughter of Smoke and Bone and Days of Blood and Starlight by Laini Taylor. And again, I have just been recommended these and I love the sound of them. But I wanted the different covers. These covers are just so boring. Next, not a lot of you have probably heard of these. I got the Vampire Dusk series and I found them in my local charity shop and they looked really good. And it's about how vampires are plaguing London in like the 18th century. So there's 6 books in total and I've got them all. Next, I got Marie Antoinette's Serial Killer. It's about a girl called Colette who's going on a trip to Paris, France, and mysterious murders start beginning, and Colette starts gaining visions of a woman running around in an old-fashioned ball gown with a powdered wig, and she thinks it's the queen, the old queen, out for revenge. Also, I got Poker Face by Jess Sturman Combs, and it is actually signed by the author to me. Next, I got The New Girl by Kathy Cole, the first book in the Heartside Bay series. And it's about this girl called Lila, who is moving to Heartside Bay. She meets this guy and she gains a crush on him. But the queen bee in the school has her little claim on him. Next up, I have The Killing Woods by Lucy Christopher. And it's about a girl whose dad is accused of killing a girl in the woods, and she comes across this guy who is the boyfriend of the dead girl, and they start to try and figure out what actually happened to this girl. Next up, I got the first book in the Steampunk Chronicles series called The Girl in the Steel Corset, but it also has the novella called The Strange Case of Finley Jane, and it just reminds me so much of something like the Infernal Devices, so I had to buy it. Next up, I got this Star Won't Go Out, The Life and Words of Esther Gray Earl. This girl, this isn't a fiction story, this is non-fiction, and it's about this girl here, it's her life, and she passed away with thyroid cancer when she was 16, and this is just a book of all her journal entries, pictures of her, drawings, and with an introduction by John Green, who dedicated The Fault in Our Stars to her. I also got Angel Fall by Susan E.E., and it's basically about an angel apocalypse. Next up, I got The Hunt by Andrew Fukuda, and it's about zombies basically, I think. I've just been recommended it to me, so I bought it. Next I got Reckless by Cornelia Funke, and this is about a mirror that leads into a very dangerous world, and this boy goes through the mirror and his little brother actually follows him. Next up I got The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. This is my first ever Neil Gaiman book. My little brother has been reading Coraline, and he says he's a good writer, and I watched Coraline but I found it a bit creepy. And this is about Nobody, who is, his actual name is Nobody, but everybody calls him Bod. And when he was a baby, his family was killed, and somehow he lives in a graveyard and is being brought up by ghosts. And there's this one and there's a guardian, and he belongs neither to the world of the living or the dead, so he's sort of in purgatory. And the boy can't leave the graveyard because the killer is still out there looking for him. So this is just basically about his adventures in the graveyard and things like that. I can't wait to start reading it. Next up I got Fool's Gold by Philippa Gregory, and it's just about a girl at a carnival who has this stone that can turn anything into gold, and people are searching for it and her. Next I got The Radleys by Matt Haig, and it's basically about a family of vampires, I think. Yeah, family of vampires who live on a normal street. And this reminds me a lot of a movie that is coming out this year. It's like an indie movie, and it's called Meet the Cadavers. And it's about zombies instead of vampires, but they're trying to be normal, you know, act normal around everyone. If you have any chance at all, go see Meet the Cadavers. It looks really cool. Next up I got Why We Broke Up by Daniel Handler, and it's basically about this couple who just broke up, and the girl puts a box outside the ex-boyfriend's door, and there is things inside the box, and they're all reasons why they ended up breaking up. Next up I got New Girl by Paige Harbison, and it's about a girl who's just gone to a new college, and the room that she's living in was the old room of the Queen Bee, who mysteriously disappeared, and strange things start happening to the new girl that happened to the Queen Bee. Next I got 13 by Tom Hoyle, and it's about boys that were born on midnight of the new millennium, and this cult is trying to hunt down these boys before they turn 13 because they believe that it's the sign of the devil or something like that. And I've just started reading it, and it's so cool, and it's got these awesome pictures on the pages. I love it when books have that. I also got Immortal Rules by Julie Kagawa, And please excuse that. That is not a sticker, that is actually printed on the book, and that annoys me so much that I cannot take that off now. I might find a different sticker and put it over the front. But it's about a girl who's just turned into a vampire and she's learning the rules of how to become a vampire. I also got A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness, and I've been reading this. The illustrations are gorgeous. The storyline is so sweet and a bit confusing at the start, but I've got really into this book and I just love the illustrations in it. Next, I got Anna and the French Kiss by Stephanie Perkins. I got the really nice cover, the non-cheesy cover. And it's about this girl who goes to Paris and falls in love. That's all I've got from it. Next, I got Earthbound by April Pike. It's about this girl who's having strange visions of a boy she's never met after she was involved in a plane accident. Next, I got Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs, and I heard that this is a very weird novel, and it also has bonus features like a DVD. That is really cool, and the pictures are quite creepy. What are you doing there? Stop floating! I also got The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss, and this was actually recommended to me, and I don't entirely know what it's about, but it's got a very pretty cover. I also got Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell, and I heard Sasha Olsberg going crazy over this book, so I bought it. I got The Alchemist by Michael Scott, and the reason I got this was because right here, if you look, it says The Secrets of the Immortal by Nicholas Flamel, from like Harry Potter. I kind of freaked out. Finally, I got Zombie by Darren Shan, the first book in the Zombie series. I have the rest of the books in the series, but I didn't have this one. I had it on ebook, and I finally got the chance to get it in normal paperback, and I'm quite happy because I've got the rest of them in normal paperback. And finally, I got The Accidental Life of Jessie Jefferson by Paige Toon, and it's about this girl whose mother has just passed away, and she finds out from her stepfather that she is the daughter of Johnny Jefferson, a famous rock star, and it's about her life getting used to being famous and the daughter of a famous guy, and she finds a guitar-wielding boy who's adorable. So that was all the books that I got for this month of February. Next month is my book buying ban, so there probably won't be a lot of books next month to show you, so I'll probably be doing my top 5 books next month. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, don't forget your local library, and keep reading. Bye!